Hey kids,
Hey Dad!
what do you want to do today?
We don't know!
Want to go to the movies?
No!
Want to go to the water park?
No!
Want to go play disc golf?
Yeah! Let's go play disc golf!
Yep. All right, welcome back everybody to RC Disc Golf Podcast. We are back. We had a week off.
Yeah,
No big deal.
it was a much-needed week off.
I think so. I was sick, as you know by the last episode that we did. I'm feeling a lot better now, so that's great.
Yeah, Jimmy has his voice back.
Yeah, I know you guys all missed it, but I don't know. It's fine. I didn't do much other than just some solo rounds going out. Pinewoods Park is back.
Yeah,
Happy about that.
I haven't been up there. Oh, wait, yes, I did. I did go up there.
You did?
I shot one hole, and I was on my way to the tournament on
Okay.
Saturday.
Nice.
I just quickly stopped to one hole, and I was like, all right, cool.
You know which one you did?
The original hole one.
Okay.
Right by the
right,
street.
it was. I don't know what hole it is right now off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So the way the layout starts, if anybody hasn't gone there yet, hole 6 from the original layout is now hole 1.
Okay, yeah, so they chopped off all the woods.
The whole wood section in that back there is gone. It's all in the front there, and then that little 3 holes in the woods by the by the garage, by the maintenance garage.
Yeah,
You got that little section. That's it.
and that's it, yeah.
Yep. Everything else is just in the main field. So it's not bad.
Yeah.
12 holes. There's no scorecard yet on UDisc, as far as I know. There is one that says new 12-hole layout, but it's from like hole 6 to 18. So that's not correct. That's not 12 holes.
Yeah.
So it plays from old hole 6 to hole 17.
Yeah.
That's what it plays to. It's just the same layout.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. I went there and I shot 4 under.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good way to welcome Pinewoods back into it.
Not bad. I had a good time. I noticed something that I'm going to start doing. I'm going to be done doing multiple shots, I think, for a while.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go to a course, pick a line, throw it, play it. Just keep going. I mean, I went to Outwater yesterday, and that's how I played Outwater. I ended up being, what was it, 2 under? I think 2 under par.
That's pretty good.
I felt like I was struggling, though. I was not having a very fun day. Yeah, 2 under par. So, let's see here. Hole 3, I took a bogey. Hole 6, I took a bogey. And hole 11, I took a bogey. I took a birdie on hole 1, hole 5, hole 7, hole 8, and 15. Were all birdies. Everything else was bars. So, not bad. 15, I don't understand how I keep birdieing that one. I get so lucky with the putts on that one. So I threw a forehand on 15 at Outwater. Now, this one is the one where it slopes downhill and the basket sits up on the hill all the way to the other side.
I was just about to ask you because I was like, because I only play this course once a year.
A lot of trees in the way if you're going to go up that gut. I mean, it's
it's the
difficult.
one that I normally do the forehand around.
Yeah, you go around the side.
Yeah.
Onto the left. And try to go around, which I thought too, but it's starting to get overgrown. So I'm like, I'm not really looking forward to looking for a disc. I already had to look for one on hole 5, and luckily I found it. So,
yeah.
But it is starting to get overgrown at Outwater, so it's getting difficult. So I threw the Frio four-handed up there. It didn't turn at all. It just kept going straight. So I made it all the way through to where the hill starts to come back up.
Yeah.
I'm probably about 50 feet right of the pin, and I'm on that slope.
Oh, okay.
So, not great footing. I don't know how I'm standing there, but I tossed my putter up there, and it just hyzers right into the basket.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I've been trying to do it the whole day there, and 15 was the finally one that went in. My putting was just trash yesterday. I could not make one. And a hole 10, where you're throwing up the slope, and there's just that rock face, and it comes around. It's the one with the 98% roll away.
Yes.
Yeah. I tossed my disc up there, and then I heard chains. Not from me, though. It was the guys up above me.
Oh, my
putting.
God.
It was like the perfect moment. As soon as I lost sight of my disc, as soon as it started turning to the basket, I heard a bunch of chains. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And then I see it rolling down. I was like, yep, 97%, 98% chance roll away on this hole.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I got a little over excited, but
yeah. Speaking of putting, that's like the one thing that I was like really honing in hard on past couple weeks, and I only missed one short putt. Well, it was like maybe 35 feet, so that's still technically outside circle. So I would say I was 100% C1, and then the one I ran that was like beyond the circle one, I missed. I just I hit the nubs of the cage, and it fell to, then it dropped. So
all right. That's good.
Yeah,
that's a good improvement.
I think it was just more so because my approach shots were on point, and I didn't leave myself a longer putt than 15 feet yesterday.
That's good.
So I was like, sweet.
Yeah, I would like to play like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I missed one stupid one yesterday, and it was probably about 3 feet from the basket, but I had my bag on. I didn't even grab my putters out. I just picked my driver back up. I wasn't even paying attention. I just aired it, and I hit chains on the right side, and it just fell out, and then it rolled probably about 30 feet. I was like, oh God. Good thing I'm not playing a real game today, because this is just terrible. So I just said to myself, I'm like, treat every putt like it's legit. Don't just phone it in, because 3 foot then ended up with a 30-foot roll away out. No way.
Yeah.
It's not. It was very embarrassing. So, all right. So nobody knows yet. You were playing. We didn't say it. You played the Spartan Disc Open.
Yep.
At Como Park yesterday.
Yes. I love Como. I love that course so much.
Crazy. Okay. I did want to go and play Como this weekend, though, but I just didn't get the chance to. It's okay. All right, let's talk about that event then. So that's the latest that we were doing. I did not play this event.
You watched my scorecard, though.
I did watch your scorecard.
Yeah, you got me, gave me messages and stuff. I was like, oh, okay.
I was watching your scorecard. I'm still on my break. I'm not competing for this month. So.
Yeah,
but I'm still going to be out there. Like I said, I was just at Outwater the other day, yesterday. I've been going to Pine Woods. I'll leave my house at 1 o'clock before work, and I'll just stop at Pine Woods, play around, and then go to work.
Yeah.
I might be doing that for every day for the foreseeable future.
There you go.
Just a good way to keep myself in rhythm.
Yeah.
So, all right, round 1, Josh, you ended up with a +7, and then round 2 +7. Way to be consistent.
Yeah.
Great job.
Good job. Yeah, it sounds good, but then it's just kind of as we get into it, there was one hole that blew me up both times that killed me.
I'm surprised.
I could have been pushing in. I could have been pushing for the win if I didn't blow up this hole 2 times.
I am really curious to hear about it, because looking at the scorecards, there's 3 of them, and I'm curious on what the difference is between 4A and 4B.
Yeah.
So
those were alternate pins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So for round 1, my card started on hole 7. So really, really funny story before we get into my scorecard. So me and my card, we got to our hole. We had about 5 minutes, and we're all kind of talking and everything. And I was like, all right, it's about 3 minutes. So I was like, anyone want to take a warm-up shot? Everyone's like, because hole 7, you get in that brush, and your big disc is basically good luck finding it.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, nah, I'm not gonna do a practice throw. Don't want to lose my disc. You can't lose a disc. It's a practice throw, guys. This is easy. So sure enough, what happens? I throw, I lose my disc.
Oh, nice.
Couldn't find it. It was I literally had 30 seconds, because I went in the brush to look for it. I couldn't find it. I had 30 seconds to get back to the tee box to tee off, because I was first to tee off. So I had to scramble back, and then I couldn't use that disc because it was just gone.
Oh, man.
So I'd lost my distance driver, so I was like, crap. So I had to use my spare. So I was down to 1 enforcer. So, of course, now I'm kind of hesitant to really throw this thing like I should, because if I lose that, then I lose that shot completely.
Or that one lands directly on with the other one, and you find both.
Yeah, except I don't have that kind of luck. So, hole 7, it was in the short. So you throw it down by those trees, and you have to work around the bend, and then the pin is in its normal spot.
It's not really short in my opinion, but okay.
I prefer it in the long position up on the hill.
I do
like that
like it
one
up
better.
there, even though I play it terribly, but I do like it
Yeah.
up there.
So the first shot, I get down to the trees, so I was pretty excited about that. So my typical landing spot. I pitch up, and it hits the ground, and it skips, goes into the brush. So then didn't really have a good putt, so then I had to pitch out, and then I had to take a bogue on it. So it was just kind of aggravating because like the drive was good, the initial landing spot of the approach shot was good, but it just hit the ground and just skipped and just kept going. So that was kind of aggravating. Hole 8. This one I was very hesitant to really put power on this one because now all the trees have
Starting to
leaves,
get grown over.
and it's hard to see kind of the fairway. Like I kind of struggled seeing it, and then it was also kind of a little bit windy in the morning, so I was kind of nervous about like hitting a tree or something and watching this go into the creek. So I kind of babied it, which probably shouldn't have done, because then I kind of watched it and it went short. Obviously, I made it across the little creek there. So I was just kind of like past the trees right up on the first hill when you get over the creek. So I was just right there. So I had to approach. So I backhanded my mid, and they were playing the path OB behind the basket. Oh yeah, this one, by the way.
Oh really?
Yeah, this one, by the way, was an elevated basket up on the concrete pad, just like.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good, I like that.
Yeah.
And they had the path behind it, OB?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was kind of like, I didn't really think about that. So when I grabbed my mid, I just ripped it because I just wanted to get up up on the hill, because I was like, all right, I can definitely get up on the hill, and then I can easily pitch up and then tap out for the par. I didn't
par
take
4 then?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I didn't take in. Yeah, I forgot to mention.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, I didn't take in consideration the OB. So when I did that, I sent my mid past the path, and I thought, okay, cool, no problem. And as I got up there, I realized that they spray painted the path as OB. So I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. So I had to take an OB strokes, and I had to pitch up and tap out for a bogey.
I've never seen that path OB before.
Yeah, neither have I. That's why it caught me by surprise when I got up there.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, they're making these a little bit difficult, huh?
Yeah. Hole 9. This one, we know how I play this one. I just ripped the enforcer, and
did they have the double mandatory?
Nope.
Wow, made this one easy for everybody.
Yeah. Well, even with the Mando, if that was a Mando, it doesn't change my shot. It's
That's
still
true.
the same. So this one, I ripped the enforcer like usual. It got down there, hit the ground. It got probably circle one edge, and then I watched it skip and go off to the right pretty far. Okay. It kind of took it got up on its side and rolled kind of away from the basket. So then I was probably it rolled a good, I'd say, it rolled me to about 45 feet away from the pin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was kind of aggravated with that. So then I had to pitch up and tap out for par, which par's good. It's all right.
Par's all right.
Yes, par is good. I got to constantly remind myself, even though that in my mind, this is one of the holes that I normally just park every time. But lately, I don't know what's been going on. It's my discs are hitting my normal landing zone near the pin too hard, and everything's rolling away.
Get more spin on it, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know, but...
I don't know, because at Outwater, dude, I was trying to get it forcing some skip shots. Not happening at Outwater.
Yeah.
Nothing skipped for me at all. It just dug into the grass. I don't know if it's due for a cut or whatever else, but yeah, no skipping at Outwater this weekend.
Hole 10, we played the long for round 1, and in round 2, we played it in the short.
Yeah, they made it a par 4?
Yes. So, hole 10, I crushed this drive. I was probably, I'd say, 30 feet from the short pin.
Okay, cool.
I was, right there. And then I just flicked a glory over the water, and I literally landed right next to the pin. Nice. So it was a drop in for bird. Nice. So I was excited about that. Hole 11, this is in the long, so it's where it was in the the last tournament, the same position.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I've always seen it over there. I've
Yeah.
never seen it in the short.
I've never seen it in the
11.
short either.
No.
I see the pipe sticking up for
Mhm.
it, but I've never seen the basket move
Yep.
to that. So this one, I backhanded this one. I ripped a good backhand. Got up to the brush right by the cluster trees,
Mm-hmm.
right near the short pin.
Yeah, it's not a bad spot.
No, so that was an easy pitch up and then tap out for par,
Good job.
which is cool. 11A. So this one was 165 feet, and it's like right when you walk over the bridge going
Mhm.
to hole
Going to a
12.
Yeah.
And then it was like just a raised basket up by some trees. So then it was an easy little hyzer flick.
Did you use the path as the tee pad or?
No, it's just the grass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Easy little flick up.
So there was just in the field.
Yeah, just
Oh.
in the field.
All right.
Yeah. This one, it landed literally 15 feet from the elevated basket, so that was an easy pitch up for another bird.
Nice.
So I was pretty stoked about that. 12, this one I crushed my drive. I got up towards the telephone pole. I went to go for an approach, and I oversent it, so I had to pitch up and then tap out for a bogey, which,
Yeah, it's all right.
yeah.
Hole 12 is difficult.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it should be, but for some reason it always is.
Yeah, I always feel like in my mind 12 should be a par 4, but then
That's what I think.
then there are times where I get there as a 3. I'm like, all right, you know what,
Yeah,
this wasn't too bad, but
It is. It does say it's 414.
Yeah.
On here. I mean, I don't know. I guess that is kind of like in the spot whether or not it would be a par 4 or a par 3. And I think the thing that might determine that is how many other obstacles are in your way. Seeing as how it's pretty wide open
yeah,
up to the guardian trees, and then that's all it is just the trees around the pin. And they only stretch out about, what, 55 feet, 50
yeah,
something feet from the pin,
Yeah.
off the cluster of trees. So as long as you can get there, it is an easy 3.
yeah,
But that's still, you're throwing at least 360.
yeah. Like for that one, like it's never a drive issue. It's just the fact that like sometimes I get like really close to the pin, a lot closer than I think, and then like I'll rip, like I'll send a decent, powerful approach shot, thinking I need to give it a little bit extra juice, and then oversending it.
Gotcha.
So it's just one of those things where I'm trying to learn my gauge now because like over the winter I gained a lot of distance, so now it's like I don't need to overpower these approach shots anymore because I'm right there.
Yeah.
So we're still learning that one.
All right.
Hole 13, I shanked this one. I almost sent it into the water. It was great. Yeah, an easy
Nice.
one that I normally could burn every freaking time. Yeah,
This hole is in my head all the time too.
yeah,
Because again, it's something that you should be parking every time. It's under 250 feet. And it's like, again, there's like nothing in your way.
yeah,
So I think I get psyched out when
Yeah.
I get to this one. I always have a bad shot.
yeah. Yeah, but I laughed so hard after I watched it, like just spaz out in the air and then like almost go into the water. It's just like, okay, that was interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. So then I had to I had to pitch out to kind of get kind of somewhat into an area, and then I had to pitch up and then take a bogue on it, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, those ones hurt me though. You know, it's the shortest, easiest hole, and you're taking a bogey. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, 14 I was worried about with the wind. I was worried about not making it, so I just crushed the St. Pro over, and then I had to pitch back to the pin and then tap
Yeah,
out
okay.
for par. So I wasn't going to take a risk of, doing something less power and try and get close to the pin. I want to make sure I was far across, so I just crushed the St. Pro. Just sent it.
I do enjoy playing hole 14 for some odd reason.
I
It's
hate it.
full water carry.
Yeah.
I've lost so many discs on this hole.
It's too
though.
stressful for me.
It is.
So
I don't know why I like it. It probably is one of my more favorable holes on this course, but I lose so many discs on this hole.
yeah.
There's lots of times I just don't make it.
Yeah, I just make sure I make it. Like, I crush. It's
Yeah.
just like, I'll just crush something, and I work my way back.
Plus, the last time I played it, we played it from the Reds.
Yeah.
The last event that we were there.
Yeah,
So,
I hated that one.
Yeah.
I hate playing it from the Reds. It just made it even worse.
Yeah, it stressed me out.
Yeah.
I had to throw an Anheuser backhand with a mid-range. It's not something I normally do.
Hole 15, this is just my typical, just throw drive, approach, tap out for par. That's
Yeah.
easy. 16 was in the short, so that's another typical, just crush,
I'm surprised.
just backhand. Yeah, I was surprised too.
Mm-hmm.
So I normally just backhand something out to that tree in the middle of the fairway, pitch up, and
Pitch up
then
for par, yeah.
tap out for par.
Yeah, that's how I play that hole.
17, again, same thing. Just throw a drive out there, pitch up, tap out for par.
Mhm.
And 18 was in short as well. So we did, so again, that's the same thing. Just backhand, chip up something for my approach shot, and then tap out for a par.
Yeah.
Hole 1, this one is just my typical. Just forehand, crush a drive, and then just chip up a shot, like normally a mid-range to like getting close to that green pipe, and then I just chip up an approach shot and tap out for par.
Nice, all right.
Hole 2, this one was a backhand, and then it was an approach shot to get down the hill, and then across the creek, and then tap out for
Yeah,
par.
Hole 2, long position.
Yeah.
For a par 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Hole 3. Oh, this is where my fun begins, because for whatever reason, my backhands were off. Like, they kept going to the right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was.
Were you grip locking?
I have no idea. I don't even know. It was just so annoying, because I just watched my disc go off to the right. So, hole 3, right off the tee, went almost to the road. It was great.
It's just insane to me.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't hit any of those trees.
It went through, like, everything perfectly.
Isn't that funny? You can think you're going to have a great shot, like it'll feel great coming out, good release off of it, and it'll hit first available.
Yeah.
And you completely shank a shot, grip locking it, and it won't hit anything, and it will soar the opposite direction for 300 feet.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, what the heck? Yeah.
It's crazy. I can't, never will understand that.
Yeah. And then this one was I had to then pitch up to get back into position. Then I had to approach up to it, and then I ended up tapping out for bogey.
So is there a rule with crossing fairways being OB? Unless only if it's marked?
Only if it's marked.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you have to be courteous because the higher number on the hole. Like the people that are at the higher number hole get to play first, and you have to wait.
But I have no idea.
I have no idea. The whole time I was stressful. I was stressed out. Like, I don't want to interfere in anyone's game. Like, ah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was kind of stressful. Hole 4. I hate this one. This one, all right, so I couldn't believe how they had this one set up. Like, when I first...
So tell everybody what they did.
All right, so
It's in the long position.
long position. They had the Mando, and then you had to tee off from the blues.
Okay.
OB was the woods right in front of, you know, and how, like even from the white, you have the woods, you're looking right at the woods.
Right in front of you.
Yep, that was all OB. OB ran all the way around the tall grass, all the way down the fairway, all the way behind the pin, and then obviously the road was OB. So from the blues, you have to make the Mando. You can't go into the woods, so you have a little window.
I think I have that picture you sent me.
Yeah.
I'll throw that picture out.
Yeah. It was like my mind was like I was like, "Are you? This is freaking nuts!" Like
What's that circle do you have?
that's the Mando.
That's the Mando tree?
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, my
No,
finger
it's fine.
skills aren't that good.
I'll just
so
put like an M there
yeah,
for the Mando. So
Um,
yeah, everything else is OB.
yeah.
That's insane.
yeah. So basically, you have to hyzer forehand. Hopefully, it gets past the Mando, but not too far into the woods, and then you have to miss the high grass. Then from there, then you have a skinny fairway with these like medium-sized trees that are where branches are all over the place. So it takes away any forehand approach, or as lefties, because even Anthony, he was on my card for second round, and he was saying the same thing. It takes away every shot possible. You literally have to hug the road and work your way all the way down to the pin.
Wow.
Good luck. Good freaking luck. So I blew up this hole.
You can see all the trees on here.
Yeah, I blew up that hole and I took a triple bogey. It was just so aggravating. I went OB, and then I had to basically take little baby pitch ups the whole way down because I couldn't do a shot. And then if you thought about going, because my original thought was after getting off the tee, oh, I'll just forehand something over all the tall grass and maybe get down to the pin. But then I realized that if I don't make it across all the tall grass, I have to rethrow again from in front of the grass where I'm originally am. Because you technically did not come back and bounce.
Yeah.
So it's just like, all right, this is such an insane hole.
That is a lot of OB for this. So par 4, 483 feet. I think they could have done without the grass and the wood being OB, just having the road being OB.
I agree.
Because if you're in the grass or in those woods, it's already difficult just to get out.
Yeah.
Making it OB is kind of redundant, I think.
Yeah. And then like if you, and since we're MA3, my original thought is let's tee off from the white, take the Mando out. If you want to have all that OB, that's fine. Get rid of the Mando. Let's tee off from
Yeah,
white.
that's the thing. You have a Mando and everything around you is OB.
Yeah.
That's a lot on
Yeah.
one hole.
Especially for MA3. Like I
For
can see
anybody.
MA1 maybe.
I think for anybody that's a
Yeah.
lot.
Or if you want the Mando and us to tee from blues, okay, cool. Then get rid of the OB. Let us play that grass. Let us play that high grass, because then I can at least forehand them.
How high was the grass? Like knee high?
About knee high.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's playable.
Yeah. It's definitely playable.
Sucks having to try to find your disc in it.
Yeah.
So I mean, even if you go OB with it again, it's not.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't marked OB, you're not really saving yourself a stroke because it's going to be difficult to play out of it.
Yeah.
Regardless,
So.
in my opinion.
So I ended up taking a triple bogey on that. 4A was a 220. Just it was you go past the 4 long, and then there's a path, a walking path that they cut the grass and mowed down, and then it's literally just a straight shot, and the basket was off to the right a little bit. It's 220 foot, and then there was no OB back there.
Okay.
So that one was pretty easy. That one was an easy par. 4B, they brought you back into the woods. Because it's another walking path, and you go back into the woods. And there's a random, just a small tunnel with 2 trees, maybe half of this made-up fairway, to an elevated basket. It's like 175 feet. I bogeyed this the first time through because I hit one of the trees. It was a good spot, and then I was close, but not like I was pretty close to the pin, the elevated basket. So I went to go like just gracefully toss up to it, except it didn't really go as well, and I only made it like maybe 35, maybe 40 feet. So I was like, oh, that was pathetic. So then I had to pitch up again because the elevated basket, I don't want to really mess with that. So then I dropped in for a bogue.
All right.
Yeah. 5 is a typical tunnel shot. We know how I struggle with those.
Yeah, 5 is another one that's in your head. It's like it's so short. It should be so easy.
Yeah.
But there's so many trees to hit.
And we know how my backhand is. It's either it's really good that day or it's just complete trash.
And we already know from hole 3
Yeah.
it wasn't working out.
No. So this one was already in my head. So I just made it maybe halfway down the fairway. Then I pitched it up and then just tapped out for par.
Oh, that works.
Yeah. 6, I had to take a par on this one. I gave this the ace run. Like I ripped it. It was looking good. And then the air bounce hit one of the branches and it deflected it in a weird way. And then we watched my disc kind of just drop. I was like, oh. And everyone was like getting all like pumped up because it was online. It was looking good.
Nice.
Yeah. So then I had about 40 footer from the pin. So I just I took a run at it and then it dropped near the pin and then just dropped in for the par.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good round.
It was decent.
Stressful for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at your round 2 though as well, like
it's basically the same thing.
you got hole 2 you took a bogey on, where hole 1 you parred it. Hole 4B you parred it instead of bogeying it.
Yep.
Like, so there's
Adjustments were made.
adjustments were definitely made. Like 10 and 11A that you birdied on round one.
10 was in short, so that would kind of threw everything off.
They moved it?
Yeah, they moved
Okay.
for round 2. They had 10 in short, so that kind of like killed everything. So I had another good drive, but if I'm outside if I'm outside circle 1 edge, we know I'm just gonna pitch like just to approach up to it and tap out for the par.
Okay.
That's why I like it in the long, because I can rip down there and then I can just literally get to the basket and take a bird every time.
Yeah.
But in the short, it's just like, all right, unless you're basically ace running the pin, which I'm not.
No, I can't get it.
Yeah.
I can't get it
then
there.
you're gonna be tapping out for the par.
It's just at like it's at 315. So yeah, to the short side on hole 10 is at 315
With headwind most of the time.
That's like my limit of throwing.
Yeah.
So and it's not very consistent that I can hit 315, 320. Like if I'm in an open field, I can hit 320.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more even, but it's not consistent with my shots. Plus, hole 10 with the tree line being kind of close on the left hand side.
Yeah,
there,
it takes away takes away my forehand
takes
flex.
away my flex as well. So I could try to understable something, flip
Yeah.
it up down there, which I have done before and it has worked out. Other than that, it's a forehand for me, which is not making 315.
Yeah.
So that's the only way I can play that hole. But yeah, it's strange to see your round 2 came out with the same score.
Also,
with the little subtle differences.
Yeah. Also, round 2, it was for round 2 we had about 40-mile-an-hour winds
Yeah,
that
that's
we're playing with.
insane.
So for 10, I wasn't able to forehand because it was just straight headwind, so I had to backhand it.
Okay.
So I didn't get anywhere close, and it was a pitch up and then tap out for par.
Gotcha.
Because in headwind, I can't throw I can throw the forehand, but then it also rides the air, and then it just does weird stuff in the air. So
Yeah, I think it's got just too much turn on it for wind.
yeah,
No, I mean you lost the birdies on round 2, but you made it, you cleaned it up with the bogeys.
yeah.
So
And
that's good.
basically, the only thing that killed me both rounds was that stupid hole 4. No matter what I tried on that, I couldn't. There was no adjustments that could be made.
That is
They
insane.
made it. That hole was just too hard, in my opinion, especially for for MA3.
I thought about that with a lot of events, like the what was it that we did in Emory last year? I think it was just point series. I thought a lot of the OB was just did not need to be there.
Yeah.
I can't remember what hole it is, but I think you throw
For what course?
at Emory Park.
Emory. Yes.
At Emory. So you throw
Not one of my favorite courses.
you're throwing down the hill, I think, a little bit, or it's I don't know, around some brush or whatever. But the basket is up on the creek bed, so right behind the basket, like literally right behind the basket, like 2 feet.
Yeah.
It's a creek. Okay, and it's not deep. Okay, there's like barely any water in it half the
Oh,
time.
I know. Yeah, it's literally a straight. The fairway's pretty straight. There's trees and brush all over, and it's just down.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
That's like 14, I think.
the brush, like the brush on the left side of the fairway, that I think was labeled OB, and the paint line went on top of the creek bed.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think that needed to be OB, like because where you painted it, I landed on top of the creek bed. I wasn't in the creek.
Yeah.
But where they painted it, marked me OB.
OB. Yeah.
Like obviously, it's like you're 2 feet more in.
Yeah.
You're in the creek. Then that's OB.
Yeah.
You didn't have to paint a line up here because now you just lost me a stroke.
Yeah.
I don't think that was necessary.
Yeah.
Clearly, if you say you're in the creek bed, then that's OB
Yeah.
without having to paint a line up there. Because it all depends on who paints the line.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to paint the line a foot or and a half in from water, well, that's the size of a disc, buddy.
Yeah.
So you either just made someone's round or ruined it completely, or you paint it right on the edge, or just put flags up.
Yeah.
Right on the edge. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to really.
Yeah.
I guess it all depends on preference, on who does what. But I know it definitely it's happened to me at Bond during events as well, where I had a decent shot. I thought it was like hole 9 up on top of the ridge,
Yeah.
and I thought I was going to be down the ridge, but I ended up hitting a log and staying up on top of the ridge. But because they had decided to paint around the logs instead of across the top of the ridge like every other line would have been, I was now marked OB,
Yeah.
even though I didn't go down the ridge. So I understand that one for safety reasons,
Yeah.
but this was a pile of logs that was sitting on top of the ridge. The lines going around along the top of the ridge, and then they went around the logs.
Yeah.
So it hurt. Again,
Yeah.
just hurt me because of how somebody painted the line.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not a fan, and I think over flooding the course with OB kind of sucks, especially if the course is already difficult to play as is.
I was actually surprised by some of the OB, like hole 3, everywhere where the creek like ran, that was all spray painted.
Mhm.
And it's just like, even like how there's a little bit the creek that breaks off, and we walk over that little wooden bridge.
Yeah.
All that was sprayed as OB as well. So you literally, if you shanked your shot, you had like a really tiny landing zone that was inbounds in between both creek pieces.
Interesting.
So I was like, yeah, that was another one. That was another one that would be in my card where like, that
doesn't make sense
no,
to be there.
It doesn't.
Because you don't have, if you land in that spot, you don't have a shot anyways.
Yeah.
So maybe by making it OB to where you're now having to go to step back, it might give you a better shot,
Yeah.
even though you're losing a stroke. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to really explain what's in my head.
Yeah.
I just don't. The course, I think, plays difficult already as it is. So then to just flood it with a bunch of OBs that really don't seem necessary. I don't think. I just don't think it's necessary.
Yeah.
I don't think it's something you need to do. Maybe some people think it's fun. It's definitely a challenge.
Yeah.
I think depending on the course.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to go to, say, Ellicott Creek and do an event, flood that with OB. Go ahead. Make
Yeah.
island holes, whatever you want. Because there's not a lot of OBs already as it is. And
Yeah.
It's a pretty simple course. Like I think I could do 7 under at my best round there.
I don't know. That's kind of
I
pushing
said
it.
my best round.
Yeah. I don't know.
It would be my best round.
I don't know, man. That's 7 under is insane. Like,
I think I've gotten 5. I think 5 is my best round.
wow.
Yeah.
Like for MA3, our division, like I've only seen one person pull during a tournament -3, and that was
Good.
Chris.
Yeah, I was playing by myself, so no witnesses can protest me. So just saying.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
It was
That's-
I got very, very lucky. Like hole 8, where like the basket sits kind of in the woods. You got the big guardian tree right there. I had I hit a 60-foot putt. I had a 60-foot throw in on that one, and I was like, okay, I'm on fire today.
Yeah.
I've never played this good. I'm getting lucky. I had so many good shots.
Yeah.
So it was just a good day.
Yeah.
I cannot do it again.
So bottom line is, if there's an event at Como and it's in Long and the OB's like that again, I ain't playing. I
Yeah.
will refuse.
You'll play it. I'm gonna make you play it.
Nope. So I can't. Oh, because there's no throw. There's no throw.
It's kind of disappointing to hear you say this too, because when I was when we were on UDisc, when we were doing the safari layout at Como, and we were customizing the scorecard during our practice rounds, that's the first time I even noticed that there even was a long position for
Yeah.
hole 4, and I was actually really excited to see it.
Yeah.
And
Like if
now I'm not so sure.
yeah, I mean again, if the OB was like the tall grass was playable, fine.
Mhm.
That makes the hole actually playable, especially for people that are forehand dominant like myself or even lefties.
Mhm.
Because basically the way it's laid out right now, it's favoring right-hand, backhand players. Because
Mhm.
basically, I watched Chris Higgins, I watched Tyler, and a couple other guys just work it pretty easily in between the line of trees are going down the middle of the fairway
Mhm.
and the road. Well, I don't have anything like that. I'm forehand dominant, so that means, okay, cool. What am I stuck with? Playing over the OB the whole time. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm still looking. I'm looking at what Chris did. I mean, he still took a bogey
Yeah,
and
because
a
he missed
double.
his putt.
And a double bogey.
Yeah, his putting, he had a rough day putting. But other
That's
than
all right.
that, like,
It's all right.
I mean, he played four
He had a
perfectly
decent round.
fine.
He had decent rounds. He was right there with you pretty much the whole
Yeah.
day. So
Yeah, he was crushing it, and off his drives, his approaches were good, and he just struggled a little bit on putting, which, I mean, he just switched over to those pixels. So
okay.
a couple weeks, and he'll be back to typical Chris, dropping 60-footers like it's nothing.
I got to get out and practice putting again. I had a bad day putting myself on Saturday. It just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just I don't know. I'm expecting my disc to hyzer out, and it wasn't doing it. So I don't know why. Because I like kind of like that high hyzer.
Yeah.
But kind of like how Garrett Girthy does.
Yeah.
But they weren't dropping at the basket at all. They just kept going past the basket.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. If maybe I wasn't getting enough spin on them, or I am kind of not trying to full send these things either. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of like lofting it up there. And if I go like straight at the basket, they always fall short in the cage. I never get one in the chains when I do that. So again, I try to just swing it in, hyzer it in from the left, and they just weren't hitting. I was not making any good putts.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just got to get back out there and work on them, I guess.
Yeah. So when do you return back to the competition world?
I did sign up for the Point Series event at Como.
Okay.
Okay.
What time slot did you get?
Yeah, because I completely missed the sign-ups originally.
Yeah,
I think I'm
I've
140.
Okay, I completely failed to mention it to you because I thought, oh, his kid's gonna be born like a few days
I
ahead.
wanted to sign up just in case because like she goes back to the doctors Monday. It could happen.
Yeah.
I mean, they very well say go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And so, what date is it? Again? It is
29th?
yeah, June 29th. So it's the 9th right now. So if the kid comes out this week, that's again it's up in the air.
Yeah. But you're for sure doing BFDO? Right?
Yeah, I signed up for the BFDO.
Alright.
That one should definitely be a lock.
2 rounds of Royalton and a round at Bond.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Hopefully my backhand's fixed by then.
I mean, talking with Jeremy a few weeks ago, and like I said I was excited for this. And in my head though, I'm like, couldn't remember if I ever played it or not. Now knowing that it's a 2-day event, I never have played this event. This has been my first time playing the BFDO. So, and it's going to work out well because I'm going to have time off of work with the baby coming.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just take some time
And
off.
if you think about it, Royalton, it's 2 rounds of Royalton. Royalton is kind of a smaller course, so we'll be able to fly through that. I would imagine we'd be done both rounds by 3 o'clock, and then we're back home by like 4.
Maybe.
And then it's 1 round of Bond that we tee off at 10. So again, we're back home before like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I got the 140 slot.
Oh, for Como.
For Como. So I'm playing with Shadow Green, Steven Kenyon, and Zachary Archibald.
Shadow's got a good forehand.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, good player.
I don't know if I've played with these guys before.
I played with
probably
Shadow.
Probably have. Sorry guys, I'm not good with names and faces. I mean, there's a lot of people that come up to me, say hi to me during a round and everything like that. I'm like, I don't remember your name. So it's like, I know obviously I've played with you guys before, but it's like I'm so bad with it.
Yeah.
It's going to take a few events playing with you for me to finally get it.
So hopefully for the point series, hopefully if the pin is in the long, hopefully they let that grass be and bounce.
I don't think it will be.
And if it's in the short, thank God.
I don't think it will be.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if it is, but I don't think it will be. Yeah, and then the BFDO, I'm excited for that. Yeah, the schedule it says for. Okay. Round 2 at Royalton.
Round 2.
Okay, let me read this. There's a lot here because they how they switch it up, right? They have amateurs at one and then professionals at the other. Right?
I believe so.
And then they switch days.
Yeah, because basically because we're MA3, we're going
So
to do
check,
2 rounds of
check-ins is going to be for FA1, MA40, MA2, FA2, and MA3. That's at Royalton Ravine. And then Bond Lake, it's MPO, FPO, MP40, MP50, and MA1. So that's how it is. So they're going to be at Bond, and we're going to be at Royalton.
Yeah.
So reading the schedule, it says round 2, all divisions play whites at Royalton. That's at like 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Which
So, yeah.
Royalton, you're done with. That course only takes about an hour and a half to get through.
At the very worst, we're out of there at 4 o'clock.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like in between each hole, it's such a short like walk to
Yeah.
tee pad to tee pad, and it's like the whole course is just small.
I'm up in the air with Royalton as well. It plays very difficult, but I have such a fun time going there.
As long as my backhand is fixed by then, I'll be fine.
So my forehand is fixed. I might be fine too.
Yeah.
Which has been working out pretty well, actually. The last few days playing, it's not bad. I haven't really had any bad shanks.
Next weekend, just jumping topics. Next weekend is the Western New York Am Championship up on Lake.
yeah, it
I
is.
just looked at the disc from last year up on the wall. Yeah.
I just found my other one, my glow plastic one.
Oh, nice.
It's the mid range.
What is it?
I think they're all prodigies. So I don't know whatever the number of prodigy is. I think this is this is prodigy. This is this is a PA5.
Hmm.
The putter, it's an understable type of putter. Where am I? I love this thing actually. I do like this disc. There's a lot of prodigy discs that I like.
Yeah.
But I also it's very tough choosing what to throw.
Yeah.
Because there's MVPs that I do like. The Signal was one of my favorites. Prodigy, I liked the. I think it was the D1. Was the driver that I had. That was a really good one, and I have a couple others.
Yeah.
I got the FX4.
Yeah.
That's a good disc. I like that one too.
I've only thrown Trilogy. Like I've never thrown anything else. So
That's like the only brand that I'm like up in the air with because I don't. Some of them I like. Which ones do I have?
you had a Saint Pro and you still throw.
Yes, I do like that one, and I like the Hatchet.
Yeah.
That one I like as well. Other than that, like I think like Discgraph and Discmania are like the only ones that I never really dabbled with.
Yeah.
Like Innova, I have a lot of those. Daredevil's still one of my favorite brands. Not a lot of people play Daredevil discs. They're from Canada. So they're like, this one's not the greatest, but the Mammoth here, it's a 9-speed, 9.4 neg 1.5 Mammoth. This is one of my favorites. It's kind of softer plastic.
Yeah.
Um,
Any discs often like that I don't like.
Yeah, but see, this is what I like about them, is that the soft plastic, then also them being made in Canada, cold weather playing.
Oh
It
yeah.
doesn't really affect them, not as much as I think. So, because I don't know, I didn't really see a difference in flight
Yeah.
with these.
For me, it's just feeling.
It does feel a little weird.
Yeah.
It takes
Especially with like during the summers, like anything that gets really really soft in the center, I can't throw. It just feels weird in my hand. I'm like, nope, want no part of it.
I think the thing that I need to find out with Lone Stars, I need to find something that's a little more flippy. I think with the overstables, the ones that I have right now, they don't. For me to feel like a flex, I gotta have a wide open space. There's not really any that are flippy,
Your flex is wide.
but those are, yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Like
If I throw anything on like a little bit of an Anheuser, hoping it's gonna come back, they don't. They just keep going.
For me, I know the enforcers they like a medium type of S. The felons they have height, and then if I run something really wide, if I really have to get around, I'll take the Glory because the Glory is just so wide.
Well, so I'll throw that question out there then. If anybody throws Lone Star discs, what's your favorite flippy for forehands mainly, I guess? Right now, what I have like the Spur stuff. That one's flippy. That one I have. The Wrangler I have. Curl, Nimitz, Warbird. These are all my overstable drivers. Those are like the main ones that I use. The Chupacabra, that one is super flippy.
Yeah.
That was a flippy disc. Other than that, the Spur, but I use that one for like a low skip mainly. I don't really drive with that disc. Try to use that one for something. If I got like a huge like right angle, I got to get around or left, whatever one. I'll throw the Spur. Get that thing. That'll cut that corner real quick.
Yeah.
So that's about it. I don't know. Still figuring them out. A lot of discs there that I still have not touched yet. So
yeah.
We'll see. I think I just got a. Was it a bayonet? Yeah, I think it was a bayonet. I just got that. But I don't know if it's more flippy or not. That's a big distance driver. I think it's a 12 or 13 speed. I don't remember. 13, I think. So, I don't know. I just wanted something more flippier with the forehands because I used to throw the Boss, and that one I can get to flex real nice.
Yeah.
So it's definitely that one's more flippier than these Lone Stars that I've been using. I don't know. Got to get out there and play with them some more.
Yep. Thursday.
Thursday. Where are we going Thursday? We're going to Bond. Right?
Bond. Yeah. Yeah. Gonna take a half day from work, head out to Bond, do morning practice round, and then I got league Thursday night up at ECP.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Yeah.
I miss doing leagues. I was gonna go Memorial Day out to Outwater, and that.
You ended up getting sick.
No, I was helping a buddy of mine move.
Oh yeah, that's
so
right.
and it just went long. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna waste the rest of my night going out playing league. It's okay. I was also thinking doing a Sunday fun day.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was later.
10:20 is when they tee off.
Yeah. I'd get out there around 10 though.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe this week we'll see what we got going on this weekend.
Maybe
I mean, obviously I avoided Como last weekend because of the event. I had Outwater Park all to myself because everybody's at Como Park playing. So that was great.
Maybe on the 23rd we do a Sunday fun day. That way, because 29th is the point series up at Como.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I know you don't like doing stuff like that as practice rounds, but
it's Como. It's
yeah.
That's
You're either on or you're not.
Yeah, Como and Bond, like more so Como. More so Como lately. It's just one of those courses where I don't need a practice round. I just kind of like just doing like just tournaments there because
Como I think is mostly a placement shot type of course.
For me, it's just it's a bigger course that I can just rip power. Like I don't have to worry about powering down.
I gotta worry about that's one thing I gotta work on is placements.
Yeah.
I gotta pick a spot to land and work my way from there. So like hole 6, I had a good shot. I threw a little too low. Hole 6 at Outwater Park, that big uphill par 4. I just threw it a little too low, but I stayed like middle of the fairway on my first shot.
Yeah.
If I was up higher, definitely would have been a lot better. And then second shot, I just hit a tree, so I just had a bad second shot, and I'm still on the right side, top of the ridge. I wanted to be more in the middle, off to the right. It would have gave me an easier third shot pitching up, and it would have been an easy tap in par. But I just hit a tree, so it didn't work out. But that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to take Jeremy's advice after talking to him, and just playing the shot,
Yeah.
Trying to shoot for good placement. So as my other buddy would say, is high percentage shots.
Yeah.
So going to a course nowadays, I'm gonna stop trying to choose different lines, stop trying to throw multiple shots because I don't think it's helping me out. I think it's oversaturating my thoughts.
Yeah.
Because now I go to the course, I'm like, okay, the right hand the right side forehand never works out for me. Every now and then I can get a lefty backhand up that gut. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I gotta just pick a line and keep
just
doing
go.
that.
Yep.
So that's what we're working on. So the last couple of days of me going out, that's what I was doing. Pine Woods and then Outwater.
Well,
I'm
that's,
not doing multiple shots.
that's how we're doing Thursday. Just one shot.
Yep. Just play it.
Yep.
Pick a line and execute it. That's it.
It's the only way to do it.
And then my putting needs to be worked on.
Yeah.
You can't really pick a line and putt it. Those just need to be dropped in. So that's what we're going to work on.
Yep.
All right, I'm excited for it. So I'm excited to see everybody back out there again. Hopefully, this baby comes out soon.
Get your catcher's mitt ready.
I'm going to pop her like a zit. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in this week, RC Disc Golf Podcast. Again, like, share, subscribe, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok. We're getting back into the mix here of doing this again. We're getting more guests coming in, so really excited with that.
Yep.
So stay tuned to see on who's going to be coming in next week. I guess we could say who's going to be in next week.
So
I mean, just
Yeah.
a little heads up here.
Scott
So Sherwood.
from Disc Golf,
How do you say his last name?
Sherwood.
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 Scott Sherwood.
From Disc Golf 716. He'll be in hopefully because I think we gotta record Saturdays and Sunday. I'll be at that tournament.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
So, yeah.
It's all about his scheduling as well.
Yep.
I'm open all weekend.
So
That's
Yeah.
gonna be great. I'm very excited to
I
talk
have a
with
ton
him.
of questions for him. So
I got a lot of questions written down already. So
So-
yes, we got new guests coming in. More and more every week we get requests. So I guess hit us up, guys. And if there's any questions you want us to ask anybody, any like weird things, leave a comment and let us know what it is, and we'll ask these questions as well. Because I got like a notepad of like 15 to 20 questions written down already.
so do I.
Yeah. All right.
As always, keep it in the fairway.
Peace out, guys.